What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, it's the end of the week. It's the end of the week, and this is actually a weekend. I recorded this on Saturday morning because I just had a lot of stuff going on, during my week because my job is really busy. But there's a lot of news, and luckily those last 2 days, like Thursday, Friday, whatever, or Wednesday, Thursday, there wasn't too much news. So I'm gonna cram it all into one episode for you guys, so you can enjoy in just one large bite. So, if you guys didn't know, the one major thing the thing that everyone's talking about is Avengers, the Avengers trailer. So first topic on the Nerd Rundown is the Avengers trailer, because I saw that and it was so awesome. It was so epic, and they talked about this trailer that was seen at D23, which is a show that happens, like, I believe every 2 years or whatever, that Disney holds, that just has all these Disney properties, because Marvel or the Jungle Book and all those like Pixar movies, and even the Star Wars things, but except they have a Star Wars event on its own. But they do show a lot of things, anything that Disney owns properties, they show it in this show called D23, which is sort of like Comic-Con for us, but for other people, it's for Disney's products, the things that they own. But the trailer that I saw, it showed a lot. It showed, like, I'm not gonna go into an in-depth breakdown of the trailer, but the trailer itself, it had a lot of things. You saw like Tony Stark beat down, like Thanos straight up like wailing, like one-hitter quitter on Iron Man, and like you could actually see, they slowed down, you could actually see the armor just break off, because that's how strong Thanos is. One hit and that armor plate on his face was out. Like, everyone's thinking like, is Tony dead just from a one hit? No, that's like when those dudes talk too much smack and all of a sudden snuck and they just hit the ground. That's what Tony Stark just had. That's what happened to Tony Stark. He was out with one hit. And then with Spider-Man, with the Iron Spider suit that they showed in the end of Homecoming, yeah, he's wearing it in this trailer, and he gets slammed down by Thanos once again. Thanos, he ain't even got all this thing, because people don't realize, like, Thanos is a threat. Thanos has, like, he's got so many different powers. He's got so many different powers, and he doesn't even need the gauntlet. The gauntlet is something that he wants just so he can please and eradicate life in general, just so he can be with Lady Death. That's why he wants a gauntlet. But other than that, the dude's OP as fuck. Sorry, my bad. So OP as hell with his powers, because he can just pretty much do whatever. He can manipulate energy. He can take hits. He can go toe to toe with pretty much a Hulk. He can go toe to toe with Galactus. Like, he on his own holds his own against pretty much anything. So that's what I love seeing about this trailer. The trailer shows the threat that Thanos is. Thanos isn't. They showed him in all these other movies, like, leading up to this Infinity Wars, of him just just sitting back, not doing much, and people are just worried about maybe he won't hold up to what they're building this thing to be. And I think that Thanos is going to basically, like, hand it to all the Avengers. I think they're all going to get their asses whipped. But except, like I said, the superheroes always win, but I don't know how that is going to work with the Avengers Infinity War. Maybe, like, they're talking about maybe a bunch of, some people might die, some characters, you don't know. But the thing about this is that the trailer itself, it beat the record that it set earlier this year, because it came out, it broke all the records as far as people viewing the trailer on YouTube. Well, Infinity Wars has already beat that. In 24 hours, this thing has done 230 million views. So right now, it's at there. It's at the top. I don't know, like, it seems like every year, or it seems like there's always something beating. I guess more and more people are watching on YouTube, whatever, so there's always going to be something to beat the next one. I don't know, maybe they'll, like, sooner or later it'll be like 500 million, which I can't even fathom 500 million views in like 24 hours. That's crazy. But that trailer deserves it, because the trailer, it's gonna do much, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna be another $1 billion movie. I don't know if they're gonna hit 2 billion, because that's what they have to do. Beat Avatar. Avatar is at 2 million. I don't know if they're gonna do that, because Avatar, what they had going for them was pretty much everyone had to see that thing in 3D. That's where they made that money, because everyone had to see it in 3D because of 3D spectacle. I don't know if it's the same thing. If they put as much emphasis and pushing the 3D, if they actually went and made this movie from 3D from the get-go, I definitely could see it getting there. But the one thing they did do is they did make this movie in IMAX complete in IMAX. So if you want to watch this movie completely in IMAX, it's recorded all in IMAX. You can watch it in regular, but except they might make the money with IMAX, but I'm not too sure because 3D IMAX, this is a gimmick that not everybody cares about because they want to just go see the movie, see it for cheap. So I don't know, but I'm good on Infinity Wars. Great trailer. Next we got on Nerd Rundown, Scooby-Doo has a spin-off and it's starring Daphne and Velma. Variety reports a new movie featuring Daphne and Velma. They're getting their own origin film, a story in a live-action feature-length film from Jennifer and Ashley Tisdale production banner Blondie Girl. As far as them having a spin-off, I don't really care. It's something that no one's really been asking for. No one cared. Not even all the people who watched the last Scooby-Doo movie. And now they're gonna do a spin-off. Unless they get some really hot chicks, I don't see this going nowhere. I tell you one thing, if you do want to see a great origin story, there's a show called Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. I watched that over and over. It's just such a great series, and the thing that's so good about it is it's a legit origin story of the Scooby-Doo gang. Because close to all the way at the end, the last episode is when they have to go cross country to a college in, I think, California, because I think they're on the East Coast now, but they have to go to California, and that pretty much rolls into what the old Scooby-Doo was, where they were a traveling gang of mystery solvers, and it sort of leads into that, so it makes more sense why they were always driving and not going to school or doing anything, because they were actually on their way to somewhere in the other coast, which is like, if you're driving around the whole country, hey, sure, it could give you a good couple seasons. So it makes sense. So I'm going to try to see if I can put the link down below for maybe a trailer or something like that. But if you don't, look it up. It's a great animated series. And like, these characters are very fleshed out. There's 2 seasons only, so you can really breeze through it real quick, and you'll definitely enjoy it. Because I love, I'm saying, I love Mystery Incorporated. It's just one of the best animated series I've seen as far as Americanized. Next, we have on the nerd news, Star Wars. In an in-depth report from Rolling Stone, they pretty much the people that making the Star Wars, they talked more about the future of the Skywalker saga, including how Episode 9 will deal with the General Leia character, and if the Skywalker saga will end. J.J. Abrams confirms he does see the saga ending after Episode 9, but is cautious. He's cautioned that the future is in flux, so he doesn't actually know, but he definitely could see how the Skywalker saga could end with Episode 9. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. They're hoping that, Rey might be lineage of one of the Skywalkers. A lot of people think it might be Obi-Wan lineage that Rey might be with, so maybe it'll be the Wan saga instead of the Skywalker saga. I don't know. Don't really care as long as it's a great story. They've already got, what's the name? Ryan Johnson, I believe. They have him already directing. They have him planning to start another trilogy with brand new characters in a different part of space. So this might be their answer to the next saga, instead of extending this after 9 to 10, 11, 12. Which I don't think they're gonna do 10, 11, 12. I think they're probably gonna. The best bet is probably wait another 10 years. So after Rey does this, wait 10 years, maybe 15 years or whatever. Sort of like what they did with the original cast crew, like with Han Solo and Leia and all that. Like, this 30 years later, they don't have to do 30 years, but if they just wait and hold off and do a bunch of stuff, because they got so much Star Wars lore, this got so much they can create. They can go to Old Republic, they can start doing a saga. People hoping that they do a TV series, like, so to be like Game of Thrones, but in the Old Republic Star Wars, which will be a great idea. So I'm kind of hoping for that too, because if they can do that, which I think they might be holding out for that for the new Disney streaming system, streaming service, so that would be one of those great things that they could actually pull people in with that. So that's my idea of what they might do, if you guys are looking forward to some more Star Wars stuff. But as far as the saga ending with the Skywalker, Luke, the Vader and stuff like that, I don't mind. If they do it, so be it. But as long as they can give you some good stories otherwise, I'm happy with that. Next on the nerd news, we got director Patty Jenkins. She was appearing on a Variety Pack Playback podcast. And she kind of hints at new characters and a new love interest for this woman right here. You know her name. It's kind of Gal Gadot, a.k.a. Wonder Woman. And I can see that because, like, I don't know as far as with the main story because he didn't give a lot of information. But as far as the storyline goes with the Wonder Woman, they're definitely gonna. If you're going off of the Justice League, movie, she hasn't had a really love interest since the guy from from the movie. But I'm thinking that she should have a crush or something like that, but just not get attached. And I don't know what the story is because they make in Justice League like she hasn't interacted with humans for a while, so I don't know if they do it like maybe 10 years later after the first movie. That could sort of work, but otherwise than that, I'm down. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm a big Wonder Woman fan, Patty Jenkins fan, and like I said, that movie's been breaking records as well as far as like solo superhero film for the first time. Most money, but other than that, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the new Wonder Woman 2 whenever that comes out. Next on the Nerd Rundown, we've got Hellboy. Hellboy finally has a release date. THR reports that Lionsgate and Summit Entertainment's Hellboy reboot comes out January 11th, 2019. It's missing the 25th anniversary by a year, which kind of sucks, but it's the anniversary of Mike Mignola, actually a comic book run. And I think that a lot of people's like, oh, if it comes out January, that must mean it sucks. No, it doesn't suck because look, Split came out January, great. Before, The Dumping Ground used to be January, February. And more movies that are just coming out earlier and earlier in the year because that's just opening. They don't have anything to go against. And that's what happened with Deadpool. Look at Deadpool. Deadpool came out and just killed it. Killed it as far as like there was no competition in, I think, February, which was the Valentine's Day, which they were kind of playing off that too. But once again, February was not a blockbuster month, but Deadpool made it that. American Sniper, even though it was with the awards, because it came out more screens in January, it made money. In fact, I think it was the top grossing movie of the year because there was nothing to go against it. So as far as that, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. The only competition it has is this movie with Brad Pitt, a sci-fi movie called Ad Astra, and just off the name alone, I don't think that's just doing anything because that name's hard enough. People trying to tell, like, yo, you seen that Brad Pitt movie, the sci-fi one? It's called man, that Brad Pitt movie. Because I'm saying that's what it's gonna be. People Ad Astra, like, what kind of who would name something like that? That's a tongue twister. You don't name a movie a tongue twister because people ain't gonna say it. Because they're just gonna be like that movie with that character or that person. Because Ad Astra, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird name to name something. I don't know if that's the name of the book or whatever that they named it off of, but you could always change because Ad Astra or whatever, it's just not a good name for any movie. I'm just sorry, it isn't. And then the last thing, I saw this trailer. I saw this trailer last night, and it is called Batman Ninja. I'm gonna put the description down below because you've got to see this. This trailer is. Think of Batman as a samurai and Joker as a samurai in old Japan, but with new technology and motorcycles. Like, it's crazy, the concept, and it's behind the people that made the creators of Gurren Lagann, which is one of my all-time top favorite anime, and Kill la Kill, which is it's a really good anime too. They're made by the same people, but there's a lot of gratuitous kind of female showing biddies, but it's still crazy action packed. In this trailer, it looks so awesome. Like I said, you got to see it. It's down below. It is something to see because I can't even describe everything that happens in it. Just know that it just looks, it's a little bit CG-ish, but it's really good and it's a good story. It looks great. And like I said, description down below, I'm going to put it on there. Last I'm going to talk about is the movies for this weekend. The only movie that's coming out that a lot of people are talking about is The Shape of Water, which is like sort of like a merman. It takes place in like the old time, not old times, as far as like World War II or something like that, and the Cold War, and like they're trying to find out something. And there's a lot of things. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it, a lot of Oscar buzz, and it looks kind of good. But other than that, there's not a lot of movies that I'm hearing anything else about. So if you want to see movies this weekend, you've got Coco from Pixar. You've got Justice League, which I've seen twice, and I'm definitely gonna put a review of it this week, probably today. You've got Wonder. You've got Daddy's Home 2. You've got Thor Ragnarok still in theaters, which is great as well. Like, it's funny, it's a comedy. I think best comedy of the year. You've got Murder on Orient Express, which I don't really care, but it's okay. You've got Bad Moms Christmas. You got Denzel Washington's Roman J. Israel, and then you got 3 Billboards Outside. There's 3 billboards. So those are your movies, and that's all I can do for today. Like I said, you're gonna stay tuned for my review and everything. So remember to like, share, tell all your friends. Remember to subscribe. Check out the last nerd news that I had. Check out the playlist of the last nerd news, and if I do it, check out the review of Justice League. So remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Sub Urban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys tomorrow or the next day on Monday. All right, bye.